literally all I ever think about. Like, oh my God.
The enduring fascination with serial killers such as Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Ghostface is as complex as it is unsettling. On the surface, these characters embody terror and danger, yet they also provoke romantic fantasies for certain fans.
Batsy balls!
Hi there, young lady. I'm Jamie the handyman. I heard you had a hole that needed to be filled.
Yes! Is that a big job?
Nothing my cock can't handle.
So you just fill the hole with your cock?
Yes, it's very thick, and it stays hard forever.
Oh.
We have liftoff on Operation Thirsty Housewife. Repeat, we have liftoff.
The idea of love transforming a killer from cunning and cruel to caring and compassionate speaks to deep psychological and cultural narratives. This phenomenon can be explored through themes such as the wounded child, the allure of danger, and the fantasy of redemption. These themes illuminate why certain people find themselves drawn to fictional killers and by extension to their real-life counterparts. A horror/fanfiction, emphasis on the horror, is a genre of horror stories with romantic aspects involving a killer or a group of killers stalking and murdering a group of people, but end up falling in love with the female protagonist.
The behavior that you exhibited was whore-like. The whore jumped out, and then it jumped back in.
They got body counts higher than student loans, but for some reason people, women especially, can't stop fantasizing about them. Why? Let me break it down for you section by section. In the words of your girl Tunes, who's seen too many slasher flicks and still knows better than to run up the stairs when the killer shows up.
Ah, baby.
Okay, let's start with Michael Myers. First of all, this man is quieter than a church mouse during offering time. He doesn't talk, doesn't smile, doesn't blink, yet somehow women are out here writing love letters to him like he's Idris Elba in The Office. Here's the thing, Michael's got that mysterious aura and some people just love that. You know the type, women see a brooding and silent guy who thinks, oh, he's deep. Girl, no. He's shallow as a puddle, and that puddle is full of blood. But some folks convince themselves that underneath the mask is a hurt little boy who just needs a hug. Spoiler alert, he only needs a restraining order and probably a rabies shot. Now, let's not pretend Michael's whole tall, dark, and stabby aesthetic doesn't help him out. Women see him walking slowly and deliberately like he's on the runway at Paris Fashion Week, and they all lose common sense. But let's be real, what are you gonna do when he shows up at your house? Offer him a snack? Start a book club? No ma'am, you'll be next feature on Dateline.
Oh, come on. No way. Oh, I don't believe you.
Jason Voorhees.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
This man has been terrorizing Camp Crystal Lake since the 80s, and somehow women are out here like,
Daddy, wait, I can fix him.
Bitch, no.
sis, you can't even fix your credit score, but you think you're about to rehabilitate a man whose entire personality is drowning and stabbing? Jason's backstory does make you feel a little bad for him. Bullied as a kid, left to die, and then his mom went on a murder spree for him. I get it. He's got trauma. But that doesn't mean you need to volunteer yourself as tribute to be his emotional support human. Let's not forget, Jason's favorite hobbies include hiding underwater for decades, dragging campers out of tents, and dramatically busting through doors. Miss, you're not about to change that with a home-cooked meal and a Hallmark card. Some women are drawn to Jason because, let's be honest, he kind of a big dude. He a big boy. Someone play SZA.
Come holler at me. Y'all. I don't even know what to say because my lips popping. And goodbye. Period. I mean it.
He's got that lumberjack vibe, tall, muscular, maybe just a little bit misunderstood. But let's be real, he's not building you a cabin in the woods. He's turning you into firewood. And don't even get me started on the mama issues. You're not just dating Jason, you're dating his dead mother's severed head. Good luck with that, sis. Ghostface. Now this one is different because he's not just one guy. It's always somebody new underneath the mask. Honestly, Ghostface is like the ultimate catfish. He'll call you up, spit some game, and then show up at your door with a knife. Ghostface is the type to text you up while standing outside your window. But I get why some women fall for him. He's got personality, y'all. Unlike Michael and Jason, Ghostface talks.
Who gives a fuck about movies?
Granted, a murder usually follows his jokes, but still, he's like that toxic ex you can't block because he keeps coming up with new numbers to reach you. Ghostface appeals lies in his charm. He's got that chaotic energy that some people find thrilling. The unpredictability, the sass, the way he's always roasting his victims before killing them, it's like he's running a one-man comedy show. But let's be so for real, do you really want to date a guy who spends his free time cutting phone lines and hiding in closets? Probably not. One of the most compelling aspects of killers like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees is the hint of a wounded child within. While monstrous in their actions, these characters are often given tragic backstories that humanize them. Michael Myers, for instance, begins as a young boy who inexplicably murders his sister. His silent, emotionless nature suggests deep psychological trauma, which some fans interpret as a cry for help. Similarly, Jason Voorhees' origins are rooted in tragedy. As a child, he was bullied and neglected, culminating in his drowning at Camp Crystal Lake. These backstories frame the killers not merely as villains, but as victims of circumstance. This framing taps into a savior fantasy, where fans imagine themselves as the one person capable of reaching and healing the wounded child within. The idea that love and nurture could transform killers into caring, compassionate individuals is both romantic and redemptive. It allows fans to project their desires for control and significance onto the killer, imagining a relationship where they are uniquely irreplaceable.
Hottie. Mental institution. Crazy. Bitch needs straight jacket.
The danger Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and Ghostface embody is central to their allure. These characters operate outside societal norms, unbounded by morality or law. This deviance can trigger a psychological response in the form of arousal or heightened attention, driven by the brain's release of norepinephrine. This chemical response explains why some individuals find danger thrilling, even attractive. The appeal of the bad boy archetype further reinforces this dynamic. Michael Myers' silent, unstoppable nature, Jason Voorhees' raw physicality, and Ghostface's cunning intellect each represent exaggerated versions of this archetype. These killers embody power and fearlessness, traits often romanticized in popular culture. Some fans' deviance from societal norms makes them irresistibly compelling, offering a safe way to explore forbidden desires. Hybristophilia, or the attraction to individuals who have committed heinous crimes, is a recognized psychological phenomenon. While it is commonly associated with real-life criminals like Ted Bundy or Richard Ramirez, it also applies to fictional killers. The appeal lies in the fantasy of being chosen by someone so dangerous, elevating the admirer to a position of unique importance. This dynamic is particularly evident in fanfiction and other reinterpretations of these characters. The fantasy often revolves around the idea that the killer is not truly evil, but misunderstood. Fans imagine themselves as the person who can fix or redeem the killer, transforming them through love and understanding. This narrative satisfies a deep-seated need for control, allowing fans to feel special and powerful. It's really giving my is magic, my is therapy. My kitty cat will heal you from all your trauma.
What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Fame plays a significant role in romanticizing killers, both real and fictional. Characters like Ghostface, who often engage in meta-commentary on fame and media culture, highlights this dynamic. The killer's notoriety makes them larger-than-life figures, elevating them from mere antagonists to cultural icons. For fans, associating with such a figure, even in fantasy, offers a vicarious taste of fame and significance. This cultural narrative is amplified by media representations that humanize or glamorize killers. Courtroom photos of real-life murderers, for instance, often depict them as composed or even charismatic, feeding into the idea that they are more than their crimes. The romanticization of fictional killers also reflects a broader fascination with darkness and mystery. Characters like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, who don't speak and conceal their faces, invite endless speculation. Fans are drawn to the enigma of these killers, imagining layers of complexity beneath their mask. Ghostface, with his blend of charm and menace, add another dimension to this mystery, engaging fans on both an intellectual and emotional level. This fascination is not limited to horror fans. Across genres, audiences are drawn to complex, morally ambiguous characters. The romanticization of killers reflect a desire to understand and empathize with the darker aspects of human nature, offering a safe way to explore taboo emotions and ideas. And let me tell y'all, if y'all want to read some crazy horror romance fanfics on fictional killers, the plug is Tumblr. Tumblr be having the wildest stories on there. I think I read a story where Billy and Stu from Scream, so the Ghostface killers, they were like smashing a girl at the same time and then killed her. I was like, whoa, what the hell? And there was another story with Tara Carpenter, the sister, the Sam, the daughter of Billy Loomis. Yeah, so it turns out in this reality, she's actually Ghostface and is super possessive, like yandere style over a girl. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was really good too. I was like, okay. They be cooking over there on Tumblr. The fascination with fictional killers is a multifaceted phenomenon that blends psychology, culture, and narrative. These characters embody danger, mystery, and power, creating a compelling dynamic that blurs fear and attraction. Whether rooted in the desire to transform the killer, the allure of danger, or the fantasy of fame, this fascination speaks to the deep-seated human needs for control, connection, and I guess love. By engaging with these killers in a fictional context, fans can safely explore their fascination with darkness, finding meaning and empowerment. Ultimately, the romanticization of these characters reflects not just an attraction to their power or mystery, but also a profound desire to understand and transform the unknown. But let's be so for real, if we encounter anyone in real life like this, run, sis. Your pussy is not going to heal him, okay? He's gonna stab you. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And happy December. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Yeah.